All right, so today we are just going to do a review of what we've learned so far for the learning target I can apply, key features of functions. So we've talked about domain, range, x-intercept, y-intercept, positive and negative intervals, increasing and decreasing, and constant intervals. So just putting it all together, we're looking at a graph and we're going to apply all these key features to the graph. So for this worksheet, ignore the instructions and just look at each graph and do all these key features. So let's work through a few examples. First, we have this one. We're going to start with domain. Remember, domain is all the x values starting at the left, working to the right. So my graph ends or starts here and ends here, and that's going from negative infinity to positive infinity. And then I need my set builder, so x such that x is all the reals. Range, it's the y values going bottom to top of the graph. Bottom of the graph is here at -8. Should be a bracket, -8. And the top of the graph is up here. The y value is at 10. Set builder, y such that y is in between -8 and 10. Okay, x-intercepts. This is where the graph crosses the x-axis. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 x-intercepts. So I'm going to give the points of those 4 intercepts. So I have -10, 0, -5, 0, 0, 0, and 5, 0. Y-intercept, where the graph crosses the y-axis, just right here at the point 0, 0. Moving on to positive intervals. Positive is anything above the x-axis, so all of this area above the x-axis. So I see two of them here. Here's the first one here. So that would be from negative infinity to -10. And this is all one piece, so all one interval here. It starts at -5 and then ends to positive infinity. Now negative would be anything below the x-axis. Here's the x-axis, and this is below right here, this piece, from -10 to -5. Increasing. Increasing is where the graph is going up. So here's my first increase right here from -8 to -2. And then here from 0 to 2. And lastly, from 5 to infinity. Decreasing is where the graph is going down. So it's going to be here from negative infinity to -8. And then from -2 to 0. And from 2 to 5. Constant is where the graph is neither going up or down, it's just going straight across. We don't have that for this example, so it would just be none here. All right, this would be a good time to pause the video and do the next two on your own, and then restart it so you can check your answers. So moving on to graph number 9 here. Again, ignore the the instructions that the worksheet gives. I just want you to give all the key features that we know. So domain, range, intercepts, positive, negative, increasing, decreasing, constant. So we'll start with domain. Domain is the x values. So I've got left to right, so -4 to +4. Set builder. -4 to +4. Range, y values bottom to top. Here, the y value here at the bottom is 0 to 3. Do your set builder. Y such that y or 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3. X-intercepts is where the graph crosses the x-axis. So at -2, 0, and at the point 2, 0. Y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis, so at the point 0, 3. Positive intervals, anything above the x-axis. So this whole graph is above the x-axis and it's continuous. So this whole piece is going to be all one positive interval from -4 to 4. And then none, there's nothing below. So there's no negative interval. Increasing where the graph is going up. So from -2 to 0. And then from 2 to 4. Decreasing where the graph is going down. So from -4 to -2. And then from 0 to 2. And then none for constant. One more example. Okay, domain, all the x values left to right. So that would be from -pi to pi. Set builder. Oops, it should be negative. Range, bottom to top. You're looking at y values, so -1 to 1. Set builder. Y such that -1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. Okay, x-intercepts. There's 3 of them. -pi 0. So you're looking at the points there, then the point 0, 0, and then the point pi 0. Y-intercept would be just the point 0, 0. Positive, anything above the x-axis, so that would be this piece of the graph right here, so from 0 to pi. The negative would be from -pi to 0, because this is below the x-axis. Increasing going up from -pi over 2 to +pi over 2. And then decreasing -pi to -pi over 2. And pi over 2 to pi. And none for constant. Okay, I hope that was a good review for you. Now I'd like you to do these bottom 2 graphs, just like what we've been doing before, listing all the key features for each one. And then on the back, same thing. Ignore these instructions, these directions, and do the same thing we did in the front. Give all the key features: domain, range, X and Y intercepts, positive, negative, increasing, decreasing, and constant for these.